Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. It's going to be the Northrend vlog, and really, it's weird. This is such an intermittent series, and I feel like I sort of need to describe what it is every time I do one of the damn things. Essentially, I don't really like the whole style of like a big jump cut vlogish thingy, and I really like Northrend, so I thought, well, rather than do a vlog series and a leveling series, I'll just roll them into one thing whenever it makes sense. This is probably like episode 10, 11, 12 now, something like that. But it's funny, like, this is actually one of my favorite things to record, and the topic of today's video is going to be some YouTube changes that are coming, and they may not affect you massively, but they're really going to affect me and a lot of other channels, and I know there's some other YouTubers that listen to me. So first of all, I was going to just head right up there north, but I realized there was a bunch of things in my bag, and now I need to talk to this guy. Something's about a frostworm, and frostworms generally are not fun when they're trying to, like, nibble your face off. So yeah, just another quest to do there. I remember there being really fun quests down here, and I'm not really too sure where they are. Like, I haven't got them yet, so I might just, I don't know, need to float on down there myself. But anyway, let's try to get a little bit more to the topic at hand. Oh wait, no, we should go up to scoring first. There are big YouTube changes coming, and they essentially nullify, for the vast majority of people, basically the vast majority of the point in being in a network. Now, I'd say most of you probably heard that all of us YouTubers, we get in a network, and the way it's always been is that means that when we put our videos up, we have a little bit more protection against copyright sort of stuff, in that sometimes the network can deal with that for us, help us out a bit, and we get more protection if we do get a copyright strike, wherein the network can sort of try to get it removed for you and things like that. It rarely happens, but it's one of the things. And then another thing is that our videos don't have to be reviewed and approved by YouTube. They just go up instantly, they're monetized instantly, we can make the few dollars that we make, which helps us run the channel, and oh Jesus, I'm being attacked. So we get that, everyone gets the video, and it's nice and happy, and yeah, it's one of the really important parts of actually doing YouTube for a semi-living, which is kind of what I'm doing. Yeah, it's not a massive amount of money, but I have very low expenses because of just the kind of situation and stuff I'm in. But the changes that are coming basically throw large spanners into the works. It's not really the sort of thing I normally talk about, but I just feel like I kind of need to. First of all, where the hell is this guy that we're trying to find in here? Ah, son of a bitch. But yeah, so the big thing is that these are going away for the majority of partners. They've now made it so that there's an affiliate system, and you're either an affiliate account or a big fancy, what do you call them? That's another kind of account, like a big fancy managed account, in which, with the managed account, the network still, it's basically just like it is now, if you're managed. But if you're an affiliate, you're pretty much the network's bitch, and they get to leech money from you. Like, literally just leech money from you, and we see nothing really in return. And it is technically, in some regards, it's technically a breach of contract as well, which is rather weird, so we just need to do this scroll thingy. So the way it works with my network, I can't actually tell you my revenue share, but I will say it's more than 20% and it's under 50%, and it's really not as good as I wish it was. But a part of the reason why I would be willing to give up that much of what I make is because it means that my videos can be monetized instantly. And just a few of the other benefits. Now one of the major benefits is now gone. Yet I'm still giving the same percentage of my revenue to the network. And what that means is, it's a contract thing, and it's a one-year contract. The contract I signed, one party is now providing something different, meaning the contract is, like, it's a breach of terms from them. So what that might mean is that I actually leave RPM at some point. So this whole affiliate versus managed thing, well, if you're an affiliate channel, it's essentially like you're not partnered at all, in that when you release a video, the little monetize button doesn't appear, and it says review, right? Now this doesn't affect me personally a great deal, but I know it's going to affect Let's Players and anyone who would ever need to make a fair use. Like, if you need to make a fair use claim for your videos, you need to be really prepared for the shit that's going on here. So what happens is the YouTube Content ID system then, like, sort of scans over your video, and here's the thing, this can take from a few hours to a few days. So that's what happens for affiliate channels, and it means they can't get their video monetized instantly, which is really sucky, especially if you're doing a news thing, like I am. You know, because news, people watch it the day it happens, and then it's not really a thing anymore, which is fine. But it means that at least for a percentage of those videos, I'm going to see no income from it, which really sucks when it's your job. It's a bit like if you were, I don't know, doing a radio station or a TV thing, and, I don't know, the adverts for the first 60% of your program just didn't show. Which really it's hard. So yeah, essentially it goes through this whole big review process thing, and I don't actually think it's manually reviewed because that would be impossible. There's no way YouTube could do that themselves. So it's just that it goes to this automated review, and then from 2 hours or a few hours to a few days, it will pop up, and there you go. You're earning money from your video. That's great. Now here's the thing. They're really tightening on how they're handling the use of gameplay footage and various things. Now, Blizzard are a fantastic company, and they give you full rights to use whatever you want. Now, there's been times before when some of my videos have been content matched with some of the things that Blizzard have released, like their trailers or their cinematics, but Blizzard, being the great company they are, all they want is that instead of them taking money or giving me a copyright strike, they just track the amount of people who've watched my video, which makes sense because then they get to know how many people have watched their trailer. So that's really all fair. And the thing is though, in a lot of games people they do it via the normal fair use thing where it's like, yeah, I'm playing your game, but also I'm the one doing the talking, I'm the one providing the content. It's transformative, and therefore it's my own piece of work. And I can monetize it, right? So that's fine. The problem is, though, this isn't really... Fair use is the sort of thing that you need to go into a court for fair use to be applicable. You see, this is basically all America's fault, by the way. They have this thing called the Digital Millennium Copyright Act, which means that it's kind of like a shoot first, think later approach to things, where like people can just flag videos and get them taken off YouTube and get their account striked, and that just bollocks is it utterly for the person who owns the account. So it's massive issues in that regard. So yeah, if you're a Let's Player and you're doing a game which doesn't specifically say that you are allowed to monetize the content or anything like that, I don't know what's going to happen to you. Unless you're if you're an affiliate channel and you're just trying to start, and you're not managed, I have no idea what you're going to do. At any rate, if you are able to get the correct fair use thing and get the little argument out to Blizzard, not to Blizzard, to YouTube, via the review process thingy, they let you say a few words when you hit the review button. If you, and it's still going to take you multiple days, perhaps, for those videos to even appear and be monetized. So it's a big issue, right? It's essentially the major thing. And the way this is working out with networks, I'm with RPM, and they're kind of like they're like the intro network to Maker. Makers like, you know, Polaris, that's the one, Angry Joe and Total Biscuit and Nerd Cubed and the Yogscast and PewDiePie, the one they're all on. And it's funny, like, looking at my channel, I'd say I'd be able to get into Polaris within the next year, probably. Looking at when, like, the times that some other people, like how many subscribers they were at when they got in. So that's fine, but the thing with RPM is everyone in RPM is being made an affiliate, meaning... like, we're all getting completely shafted. We're giving away a significant portion of our earnings, and we're not getting the instant monetization thing, and the game licenses, which just mean it's pretty much okay for us to stream, or to do gameplay. We're just losing this shit. And our contract is staying the same, which is absolutely awful. So what's going to happen is I'm probably going to try to get out, and then move over to Curse UFG. Curse, or, you know, Curse, they do your add-ons and that sort of thing. They are also, they also have a YouTube network. So, I'm gonna jump over to there, probably. Leave RPM, because fuck him, honestly, the way things are going. And, that should allow me to be a managed thing, because Curse are actually, they're really taking a bit of a risk. That's weird, those two spells didn't go off. Curse are taking a big risk. They're promoting nearly all of their channels to managed, meaning that when it comes to copyright strikes and things like that, Curse are the people who have all the risk, not the content creators. So they're taking a bit of a risk there, but I mean, it's good for a content creator, and their revenue split is 90-10. That's better than I get currently, and I want it. Because, yeah, hey, the more I can pay both the rent and the university fees, the better. Actually, I should probably clarify, because I know this is a thing. If you're American and you think, what? He can pay for university fees from YouTube? Well, in America, from what I've heard, university fees are exorbitantly expensive. Like, I get scared when I see them. They're like over $60,000 are numbers that I've seen. Holy shit, I wish I was making that much, because I'm definitely not. Well, I'm not even making, like, fucking, like, I'm making under 20% of that, you know? Jesus, it's so, university's too expensive in America. You're handicapping your younger generation, so go fix that, America. But yeah, it's really problems afoot with YouTube. And there's been some crazy stuff, like, the guidelines that the partners got, like, what they told us for uploading a video and just getting around all these problems was to make the video about 4 days in advance. Do you know what I can't do? Make WoW Daily 4 days in advance. Do you know what the main thing of my channel is? WoW Daily. Oh, well, that's swell. I mean, YouTube, stop fucking everything and everyone. And this is the sort of thing YouTube are just heavy-handed, you know, blasting down doing it. There's nothing the rest of us can do. We're like just complete fucking peasants. So yeah, to be fair to the networks, they are getting shafted as well, in some regards, which kind of sucks for them. But yeah, basically everyone is getting shafted because of copyright. If you're wondering where this like came from, there was a network called Fullscreen. They still exist, and they got sued by a big group of American music people, and that's essentially what sparked off this whole problem. But yeah, it really is such a royal pain in the arse having to deal with all this stuff. It's like, you know, being successful in YouTube is half making good content, the other half is like business. Which, I mean, okay, I think I have naturally quite a decent business mind, and you know, through just my dad who had his own business which was pretty successful and things like that. I think I'm good at that regard, but I don't think that it's something that should really give me a ginormous advantage when it comes to videos, yet unfortunately it does. Because we're just constantly getting this shit thrown at us. Like, just random crap. Like, first of all, first they ruined the comment system completely. It's funny, YouTube actually released metrics, or Google, they admitted that the amount of spam increased after they made the comment changes. No shit! You didn't see that coming? Oh, I need more awakening rods. Damn it. So yeah. Oh, YouTube, just stop jangling everything up and making it weird, because you're really just... it's hard. Especially for just people starting off right now. I just don't know how you're going to be able to start off a channel with all the red tape, and it's just going to be so much harder. I suppose one of the things that's probably okay for those of us who are going to be affiliated is that it's a trust-based system, so the more your videos are approved, the less reviews that will happen. So hopefully, like with me, because I've never had a copyright strike and I never plan on having one, hopefully what that'll mean is it gets to the point where maybe only 5%, 10% of my videos have this happen, but it's still really sucky, you know? It's just weird. I think, like, speaking, like, of the big games people, I know Angry Joe. You've probably heard of Angry Joe, or at least if you haven't heard of him, you've probably ran across one of his videos. He was made an affiliate by Polaris. What? He has 1-point-something million subscribers, and you make him an affiliate? Are you taking the piss? You know? There's just weird shit going on. And the problem for Angry Joe is, I think the reason why they made him an affiliate is because he does a lot of reviews and things like that. And reviews often rely on fair use, because maybe he uses a clip from a movie for a bit of humor, which falls under fair use because it's transformative, and it's for the purpose of a review. Well, what happens if he just gets a copyright strike for that? Because of the way fair use only applies once you're in a court. Well, that now means that Angry Joe is potentially going to face an extremely weird thing with his channel. He was talking about how he might need to change the format of his reviews. Just to be more friendly to the way things are going at the minute, which is just sad, because he's doing a great thing and he shouldn't have to mess around with it. As for what this is going to affect you guys, well, it'll probably mean that if this is a giant issue, Either I'll probably just leave RPM, move over to Curse, so there might be 1 or 2 days of oddities with the upload schedule because of that. I couldn't really see it being too much, though. What are these putrid watchers, anyway? Huh. Oh, dear. That guy's attacking me. I can't see there being much issues, honestly, with my channel, but I guess it's just... It's one of those things where it screws over everyone, and making more... just raising awareness of the issues usually the good thing to do, I suppose, and especially how it's shafting smaller YouTubers. I'm not particularly too sure how I would have got a start with all these extra layers of crap going on. Ah, it's freaking hard, man. It's weird. Stop it. So, yeah, there you go. Oh, Let's Players. It's probably worth saying Let's Players, unless the website of the game you're playing has absolute ridiculous explicit, like, permission, you just won't be able to Let's Play it. There's a very good chance because of the way Content ID works. So, that's kind of a pity. Personally, it doesn't affect me because Let's Playing, I mean, this is the closest thing I do to a Let's Play, and I have explicit permission from it from Blizzard, so it's fine. But for all those people who are doing loads of different, like, things, you know, what are they going to do? For those of you who subscribe to Let's Play channels, well, maybe some of your favorite Let's Players are going to have problems. It's not an absurd thing to think of. Not at all. So, yeah, it's just weird problems across the board. Basically, TLDR. Our old benefits are gone as partners. You're either an affiliate or a managed. If managed, it's just the same as it is now if you're a partner. And affiliate basically means that it's as if you were not partnered with a network, so your videos, before they get monetized, have to go through this big review process, which can take from a few hours to a few days, which means that money-wise it really shafts people who put in lots of work. Like, hopefully, you think I do, because I do put in many hours a day into this, so I don't think it's absurd to expect a little bit of money once you get to the point where it really, it's not like treating it like a job. I treat it like my hobby, but it's the sort of thing when you start putting an amount of time into something for it to be sustainable, you need to be able to, at least in some regard, support yourself from it. So for people that are in that situation, that are maybe not covering a game like World of Warcraft, where Blizzard have made it so that it's very safe for us content creators, for those guys, it's going to be a big problem. And just in general, it's a bit of a shake-up to the system. Also, just for people trying to start a new channel, probably more hoops to jump through, probably going to be a bit harder to get your start. It's a bit of a bitch. But anyway, that's that talked about. Like 17 minutes of, yeah, completely incoherent, because I do have hindsight, and it's 2020, and it tells me the last, 18 minutes of this video was rather incoherent, but I think I got my points across, at least with some semblance of, I don't know, of what I was going for. Look, it's really late. I've been doing university shit all weekend. I'm fucking tired. But yeah, I think I managed that. So we're going to complete these quests, we're going to turn them in, and we're going to see, oh, don't understand that thing. We're going to see what lovely rewards we get, and we're going to stop the video. That'll be great. Hopefully. I mean, if it wasn't great, I'd be kind of sad. So, let's make it be great. While I have a bit of dead air, I should probably talk about the channel for like the 7 of you who've made it this far. By the way, congratulations, your perseverance is truly amazing. Yeah, about the channel in the last, like, maybe not so much the last week, but mainly just this week. I'm busy, university, I have, like, projects and shit to hand in, and what I managed to do is record about 3 hours, not 3 hours, 3 episodes of Hearthstone, earlier this evening. So they'll probably go out every second day, and then something like this video will go out. But in general, I'm only going to guarantee 1 video a day, and that's going to be Warcraft Daily. Always gets precedence, but at least you do know that I have, well, that guy died quick. I do have a bank of Hearthstone there to sort of make sure the content schedule doesn't get ripped up that much. It's just the thing with university, like, I needed to get the work done, and I'm in a team with people, so, like, well, you know, there's no way around it. If you do know, yeah, well, should I talk about it? Yeah, I will. Whatever. It's basically, we're all programmer people, and they teach C# via a module where we make a game. Now, of course, because our this module is something that applies to everyone who goes through computing at Queen's. So everyone has to make a game. The reason for that's because games programming really sort of teaches a lot in terms of problem solving and that kind of thing. It is, at least by like lecturers and a lot of professional people that I've spoken to in my time going about the place, it's treated as being one of the hardest disciplines of programming. I'd imagine that the really heavy research-based stuff is harder, obviously, but kind of the main things, I guess. So they teach it to us via doing a game. Also, I think it's more likely that the students are going to be interested in making a game than making some boring app or some, some boring thing. So that's fine, but the problem is we are in the specific game development pathway. Now that's not game design, because design, in my opinion, like, well, I'm not too hot in game design degrees. I think you should go in with some sort of technical knowledge, because design is more the sort of thing where you're either good at it or you're not, in a lot of ways. So yeah, we are a solid programming degree, and that's why, because not only is our degree heavy programming like everyone else, but it's also heavy games, so we decided we need to fucking knock this one out of the park and make something really great. And that means we have a lot of functionality, a lot of different features, and with all projects, there's this thing, Parkinson's Law, and it's nearly infamous among the lot of us. Oh, 25,000 gold, that's nice. Parkinson's Law is that a project's time frame will always expand to meet its deadline. That's fucking true. It doesn't matter how much you want to get a project on, it will always last until the bloody deadline, and that's unfortunately just the way things are, and it's probably going to be the same for this game. Last year we ended up doing another relative to what everyone else was doing, ambitious project, and we ended up working from Friday to Monday, and we calculated it was about 80 hours, which it was one of those times when it nearly seems impossible, but then you realize that those 3 days we slept for about 3 to 6 hours and worked every other minute. It was a fun weekend. It was burnt into my memory, and I'd say that's probably going to happen, just that it's going to be all of this week, which is why the content is going to be a little bit weird for the next while in the channel. But the good news is that after the 16th I am done with projects, and I suppose at the 20th I think I'm moving back, bringing my whole computer with me, so the channel will get a lot of, hopefully a lot of upgrades. I'll be upgrading my computer with a new 3TB hard drive to go along with my current 2TB one. I'll have a second 240GB SSD, lots of things to help me do videos, and then I'm also planning on a few little expansions to Warcraft Daily. These are things, honestly, I've been planning these since, just adding in more segments and things like that. I've been planning these since, I'd say, I think it was maybe 2 months ago that I kind of drafted a little. I have this Word document where I like to draft and sort of scratch ideas for the channel. So the plan was really just to postpone those until Christmas, and after the BlizzCon rush, then I can work on them, develop them, and hopefully bring something cool for you guys, which I'd say will happen. I'm not too sure exactly what I'll do yet, no announcements, because I think it's generally just a bad idea to announce shit when you don't know it's definitely happening. But yeah, more segments, I guess. Not really particularly, yeah, I'm not too sure which specific one I'm going to go with, but it will be something, because right now I'm definitely aware that Warcraft Daily is very much based on what the Blues are saying, and the major features coming out, so I'm perhaps going to try to roll in some other elements. Either that, or they will take their own form and be long enough to be their own show. Right now, Warcraft Daily is hitting 15 minutes, and if this current format could always last for that, I haven't yet to determine if that's feasible, but if it can, then maybe I could sort of spin stuff off into another more fun kind of based show, maybe? I don't know. These are all plans of floating around the place. I'll bring them to, bring them to the fore soon, but yes, I've been a little bit concerned that some people maybe think I've got a bit stale. Those of you who, I suppose, have been here since maybe 1,000 subscribers, you'll know that when I had the free time, I was constantly just trying to make new shows, new ideas, new things. I had the mod thing. I really want to restart the mod thing, actually. That's one thing that'll probably come back. But I had that, and I had PvP, and I had a whole bunch of other things, and I'd love to bring them all back and make them better, so that's just kind of some of the plans and stuff that's knocking around my head. So, anyway, yeah, that's it for this episode. Thank you for watching, hope you enjoyed it. If you do have any responses to what I've said, if you think I'm some sort of evil, money-grabbing bastard for being pissed off at the new YouTube changes, do let me know. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.